Hello and welcome back everybody to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully you're all doing very well today. I see we have Darius in the chat right away. What's going on? How are you doing today, Darius? Alright, so that's all good. Switch over to the game. Just gotta load up the chat on my phone and then I gotta grab my drink and we will be all set. Alright. Hey, I just see that we also reached 5.38k subs. So we were at like 5.37 for a while. Now we're at 5.38. That's awesome. I'm dying, Blaze. Help me. What's going on? How are you dying? Did you drink too much last night? Did you stay up too late studying? Are you tired? Alright. We're gonna keep the starting soon screen. I'm gonna go grab my drink and we're gonna be good to go, just because I have some crops that I don't want to be taken over by weeds while I grab my drink. So I will grab that 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, there we go. I have work tomorrow with... Wait. With the shities or the shittiest plan I've ever seen in my life? Oh, like the plan for work is like really, really shitty? I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Legendil, what's going on? Nice to see you again. Been a hot minute. Long time no see. It has been a long time. And funny enough, like I remembered your name. But how you doing? Alright, we're going to switch the camera over for you guys. Gregtech. Start recording. There it is. So yeah, good news and bad news for you guys, which I'll go over again later. Of course, I got texted again today that I already knew I had to work next week Tuesday, but now I also work all the rest of the days, Monday through Friday. So it's kind of annoying. I work at one place on Monday, and then somewhere completely different on Tuesday. So I'll have to like unload and load my tools. And then Wednesday I go back to the place that I was on Monday. So it's like, well, kind of sucks that I was just not at one place all week, but it is what it is. Oh wait, what was that? I hope that was weeds that I had plucked out of there. Weeds. Alright. Get everything rolling again here today. So I'm not sure how long we're going to be breeding crops. Hoping not too long. But we'll see how this goes. So we got more Yellowstone Lily. Welcoming everybody into the stream over on TikTok as well. Thank you very much for being here. Kitty Cat is also by my side. Reeds. She's just chilling. Oh, that's right. So these aren't going to breed until I put these back in. I'm alright, starting for my finals. How about you? I'm doing pretty good too, thank you very much for asking. I wish you the best of luck with your finals. So those should all be good to breed. Reeds, reeds. Meat Rose is still growing, so that's good. I have to go back to studying. Have fun. Well, thank you very much. It was nice seeing you again. Good luck with your studying, and we'll see you next time. Salt root. It's still not fully grown yet. What's that? Reeds. Alright, we need more crop sticks. Awkward sketches, what's going on? Alright, let's hope that we get lucky here. That's all it is. Just our luck. Reeds. Hey, look at that. More stone lily. Growth 3, gain 0, resistance 3. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. More salt root. Raspberries, weeds. What is that? That is flax, okay. Stickweed. I keep getting worried that these flowers are like weeds, but they're not. Hey, Spaghetti, what's going on? Elisa, hello. Honestly, I should just put a whole crap ton of, what is it, endstone underneath this farm. Redstone lily. I don't really care about that. I don't really like crop breeding, so I'm going to go back to studying. Have fun, Blaze. We'll see you later. Thank you very much for jumping in. We'll see you next time. Or even if you just have us in the background, I'd greatly appreciate it. Weird Olive and Nope. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly how long I'm going to be doing the crop breeding for. Salt root, perfect. So eventually we're going to get all the salt root into one little area. We're going to use that for obviously making a bunch of chlorine. That we're probably just going to end up hooking up to the me system. And then we're also going to, what do you want to say? I'm trying to think. And then also the other stuff here, like the stone lilies. So I'll just do that. That way we know for sure we got that all covered up. So I just realized a really easy way that I could tell if there's endstone underneath is just to check it if it's stage 2 or 3 and if it's growing or not. Crop, what do we got here? Glintweed. Nice, you got more glintweed. But that's actually a good crop, not like an actual weed. Get more stickweeds. Actually, don't know what to breed it with. What is that? Just normal reed? Okay, we'll just do that. What is this? Garlic. I'll keep it just in case we need it for breeding other things, but not really what I want. Can grow, yes. What's going on, Mine Bros? My mortal enemy, crop breeding. I know, right? That's why I tried not doing it for a while, but, you know, I have to get back to it at some point, right? Black Veil, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Okay, there's a salt root that's max size. Salt root max size. I think I spent a good at least 20 hours breeding crops in my run. That's a bit behind you progression-wise. Damn. It is very, 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 very worthwhile, though. Like, I mean, all of the, what is it, the end stone dust that we're going to get from the stone lilies that we have now is going to be very well worth it for getting us some more tungsten. And then obviously all the salt root that we're going to get and use for all of our chlorine, which is very, very useful. Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like flax. More flax, which actually I'm just going to do that. Don't really care about flax that much anymore. Dark oak bonsai. Greystone lily. Greystone lily. Bunch more Olivia. Silly mushrooms that we don't care about. So, size 2 of 3. Okay, so still can grow. Can grow, yes. That one's almost fully grown. Can grow, yes. And can grow, yes, but it's only stage 1. Pumpkin. We don't care about that. Hey, there it is. Did we get seeds? Yellowstone lily, there it is. So we can just do this. Let that one grow for a minute. It was worth it, but man, did I hate every second. Yeah, see, I could use a robot, but then I would have to mess around with open computers, and I'm not really wanting to do that right now, because I don't know how long it's going to take to set up something like that. I know there are tutorials, but I'd prefer just to do it like this and watch over it, just in case. I was going to use salt root for chlorine, and then when I was almost done getting all the seeds, I needed a gassed tier plant and had to restart. Wait, why do you have to restart? If you already had the seeds for the chlorine, I don't understand why you need the gas tier one. Doesn't that use coding? Yeah. That's why I didn't really feel like doing the coding with the open computers. I'd rather just do this. Alright. So we got all that. There's a bunch of yellow stone lilies. Red stone lily, we don't care. Just place that all back in. Red, don't care. Honestly, should get rid of a lot of these other ones. Cocoa. Get rid of all the weeds. So that's new. What is that? Flowering vines. Nice. Although I feel like I've gotten that before. What is that? That's a different glow shroom. I guess I'll let that grow. Whatever. Okay, so shimmer leaf size 2 of 3. Why does that not grow? What does it need underneath it? Shimmer leaf. Move my chat. Needs a block of quicksilver below to fully mature. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. Also, how you doing today, Meme? Very nice to see you as always. Reed. Bamboo. There's no weeds. I think I would have... Oh, okay. So what does it need, Olivia? Requires olivine ore or block of olivine as the soil block to reach full growth. How do you have it as a soil block? Hi Blaze, how's it going? Pretty good, Tooth Grinder. How you doing? Oh, because the gas tier is better. Okay, so may as well do that instead of the salt route. True. I guess that makes sense. Although, I don't know how... I don't know how much chlorine gets consumed later on. I'd assume there's like a metric ton of chlorine that you're going to use. But honestly, travel with something... I didn't get to read the rest of the name, but welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'd assume we just use a lot of it, but honestly, if you have a lot of the salt route, I think that would probably be good enough to get you by for quite a while. Especially since it's passive, you're not always going to be using chlorine. And then, what is it? By the time you can mine stars and everything else, or harvest all of that, you wouldn't really have to worry as much anymore, I don't think. Doing pretty good. I played some more Peak. Awesome. Yeah, I played yesterday with Joker. Sadly, the map wasn't the Mesa biome, but still pretty fun. How did the other day go with Sapo? Can grow, yes. Okay, it's still just really slow. Stickweed, garlic. Alright, what time is it? It is 2:03, so I'll go 12 more minutes of crop breeding, and then we'll go do something else. Maybe we'll set up a farm just to harvest all of the salt root, so we're not breeding anymore, as well as like the yellow stone lilies. We'll probably move them all into this area to just be harvested. Now, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stone lily plants. Yeah, that's pretty dang good. Eye bulb. Awesome. Tier stalks are almost grown. Did good and made it to the top. Nice. You will use a lot of chlorine, so make sure to prepare a decent farm. Sounds good. Actually, if you meant the community stream one, I didn't get to make it since it was 5 in the morning. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting that it's like 12 hours difference between me and you. Weeds. What was that? Garlic? Garlic. I feel like I should have harvested this one, planted one here, whatever. It's all good. Salt root, move that. There we go. Oh my gosh, I hate these guys. Get out of here, stupid baby zombie. And they're always, like, on crack. Just insanely fast. Alright, raspberries. Good to go. Take all this. What do we got here? Another stone lilies. Nice. All done raining. Don't need any more flax. Ooh, what do we have? Glow flower. I guess I'll let that grow. Tier 3 stone lilies. Yellow stone lily. Okay, so we got one. Cannot complain about the one. I think I'll just do this. Boom, boom. Double our spaces there. Oops. Hey, Tyler, welcome to the stream. Is that a grass on the crop? If yes, then get rid of it. Where do you see grass? I don't see grass anywhere. Glow shroom, gross. Come on, glow shrooms, get out of there. Well, actually, that one's different, so that's why I was letting that one grow just in case. Tier 3 of 4. Alright, yeah, I'll be happy to get done with this today. Should be honestly what I'm doing off stream. Eye bulb. Growth 3, gain 2, or gain 0, resistance 2. So what is that? Eye bulb. What is that used for? Making plant balls. Wow. Oh. Okay. So you get a bunch of spider eyes out of it if we wanted to, which is kind of cool. Could do some magic with it a little bit. Spider eyes, spider backpacks. Weed killer. Hello. Okay. Oak bonsai, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Or dark oak bonsai, same thing. Both useless to me. On the garden soil farm on the left row. There's vines. Everything else, I don't see any grass. I mean, there's grass back here, but we'll get rid of that too, just in case. Garlic seeds. Awesome. I guess none of these are going to grow. Hold on. It is nighttime, so let's go to sleep real quick. Pray that we don't get blown up. This thing's on crossbreeding now. There's a lot of different crossbreedings that can go on now. Okay, what are we... Oh, yeah, there's scan tool there. Okay, so that's why. Oh, I know what to get rid of now. So there's that. Thank you very much. I would like that back. So these can all grow. Those should all be able to grow. Perfect. And the stupid glow mushrooms again. Thank you very much for the likes. Sep Pever Bracken. Welcome to the channel, and I want to say thank you very much for liking everything. Do you have any experience with Gregtech New Horizons yourself? Alright, so there we go. We got all this good, beautiful stuff. Reeds, don't care. Glow shrooms, okay, we could finally get rid of those. It's probably Olivia, isn't it? Yeah, okay, we're getting rid of all the Olivia. It's pretty much useless for us. Canola is still taking absolutely forever to grow. Okay, we don't need all of this Olivia. Saltroot, Olivia. Hey, saltroot at least. Shimmerleaf. Flowering vines, fully grown. And we get nothing out of them. Whatever. It is what it is. W Farm, thank you very much. So the meat rows, still in 59% only. These are going to be stuck basically forever. Okay, so tier stocks, growth 4. So I don't want to risk losing them. So we're just, oh, well, I got nothing from harvesting, whatever. Okay. So these ones will have to grow up. Hopefully they grow decently fast. And then I can kind of worry about crossbreeding them later. Everything else is looking fine. Indigo. I think that's... I forgot what that was. I think it was just like a dye. Alright, so it is now... Yeah, just about quarter after. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get rid of all these. All of them that we aren't really using. Hey, thank you very much for the likes, Leo. I greatly appreciate it. How are you doing today? Stickweed. Still got the glintweed. Just the normal weeds. Okay. Ooh, is that more? It is more blaze reed. Okay, perfect. Definitely could use a lot more blaze powder and blaze reeds. Well, that's actually somewhat decent. I don't know what the other ones I have are, but growth 2 and gain 3, that's nice. Keep going, bro. I hope you will be popular one day. Well, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I hope so too. Even if I'm not like super popular, just hopefully popular enough to be able to make a living from YouTube. That's all I dream of. Lemons. We're gonna keep that one there for lemon. So get rid of that. Hold on, I gotta go drop this off. Garbage. Yes, yellow stone lily seeds. Keep those. Thank you very much for the follow as well. I greatly appreciate that, Leo. Now we gotta be very careful not to leave any places for weeds to grow, just because we don't want these yellow stone lilies to be taken out. What is this? There's more of the flowering vines. So I think all of the empty posts have been removed. At least it looks like it. Growth 4. Dang. That's nice. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to continue to just set these here. And then we can go do something else. Just because I want this all harvested, which I probably should do with the salt root as well. I have a lot of junk. There we go. Save us a little bit of room. Amelia, welcome to the stream. Okay, okay. Got lucky enough to get the seeds. Thank you very much. Let's grab all of our salt root. Salt root, you gotta stay there. You can come with. You can come with. None of those other stuff is fully grown. That can come with. See, just from those already, I already got a couple, 10 pieces of salt root. That ain't bad. Not bad at all. Tiv, welcome to the stream. How you doing? So I do believe this can go out 5. Thank you very much for the likes as well. Thank you very much. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7. I think it is all the way out to here. Otherwise, I don't think I would have put mushrooms this far out. Salty root. Alright. This other salt root can be moved. Ah, see, look at that. We almost had something bad happen there. That would have made me very, very sad. Alright. So, fill that one in. Yeah, that should be fine. No more salt root seeds? I guess not. But yeah, there's some water here, so I don't think they're going to grow all that fast here. Okay, just make sure that's all good. Got the canola growing. Not both of them, though. We should have both, but I don't want to move the other one until we get some other crossbreeding going on. Alright. This will be fine. Plenty, plenty fine. Nothing for weeds to grow on. Alright. Where is our harvesting machine? Hey, what's going on, Zelly? How you doing today? Okay, just making sure I don't have any more salt roots. And I also need to find... There it is. Crop manager. Okay. Should I turn off my speed boost? Boom. Enable hydration, fertilizing, yes. There it goes. Already being harvested with everything. Perfect. Gonna go to sleep once again real quick. Have we seen you before, Zelly, or is this your first time here? There we go. So yes, we got that going on there. What else could we possibly need? This we can move over. More Yellowstone lily seeds. Growth 3, gain 1, resistance 0. These ones, we'll leave that grow for a little bit, but that should be good. Here we go. There's no empty spots for weeds. We sad if there is. Blaze reeds. Yep, I think we're good. Awesome. So jump up onto here. Right. Bunch of end stone dust. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take all that milk wart and leave there. We don't care. Alright. Oh, for a second I thought the cables were a creeper. Okay, I was gonna say I doubt there's any space there. Alright, so let's run downstairs real quick. We'll dump off all this wheat. We don't need all this. Hey, Ace, what's going on? Greg has decided not just to tech... Wait. Hold on, let me put this stuff away. And then I can concentrate to see what the hell's going on. There we go, that's a little bit better. End stone dust, more wheat. There we go. Our sanity has been regained. Sith Trooper, what's going on? Greg has decided not just tech being the new horizons, but mass breeding too. He did. Mass breeding brings new tech in the horizons. Sadie, thank you very much for liking the live stream. I greatly appreciate it. And welcome to the channel. Hopefully I said the name correctly. So you have stopped because you are full of glowstone. Okay, you are not full yet. Awesome. That is a lot of gold. I love that very, very much. Whole bunch of other reed seeds. Gross. Oil sands, manganese, all the beautiful chalcopyrite. Okay, so we can just dump off this other junk. And now let's take a look at what we got here. So we have all this still producing our benzene, 2.38 million. We need some chest upgrades, so we gotta make ourselves a bunch of pistons. Upgrade. So upgrades we're going to want are going to be... So ruby's actually, yeah, not too bad. This one I think is a bit more annoying. Tanzanite, yeah, we haven't gotten really any Tanzanite yet. So all the ruby, 64 to 120. It's crazy how much we could store with that. So we want a bunch of ruby plates to make ruby blocks. Okay, so that's all the ruby there. Alright. Ruby. Tons of ruby plates. Can we make upgrades? Crafting? No, we cannot. Upgrade template. So pistons, drawers. No fun. Maybe Tanzanite. Well, I don't know where any Tanzanite is. I've yet to see Tanzanite. So let's see. Tanzanite, vein stats. Oh, I see. So I would get it from building the next rocket. Okay. But... see, I'm not really worried about it that much. Like, ruby still works very, very well, because ruby is very valuable from now on for you, really. How about pistons? $64, so we need 44 motors, so we can't make motors yet. Small steel gears. So do that. That's beautiful there. Make some steel rods. Oof, I see. Oh, the Lapotrons. You'll craft a shit ton of them soon. I gotcha. Yep. Lathe extruder. Where's all my, oh, here it is. Let's say, where's all my shapes? Small gear. I don't know why. The last couple of days, I just can't, like, stop yawning. Like, I'll get to a point, like, I just start yawning for, like, a little while. Even though I get plenty enough sleep, at least it feels like. Better to stick with the obsidian, to be honest. Yeah, see the obsidian, though? Like, what is it? 8 times. This is 64 times. This is 8 times better than... well, the ruby's 8 times better. Yeah, so you would need... well, you would literally need 8 of these to equal one of these. And you can only put like 4 or 5 into something. I guess emeralds wouldn't be too bad, but ruby's really not too hard to get, especially with my redstone. So I put my redstone into, what is it, centrifuge, and I just turned it into ruby and gold. Or no, yeah. I get ruby and some other stuff, I think. Let's go look at it once. Yeah, I get ruby, silicon, and basically iron, which actually should take all this, smelt this all up. Still 32,000 items. I guess that is true, like, it's still a lot of items. We'll grab a bunch of iron here. It's gonna be an insane amount of iron. It's so nice. Now we have all the silicon for all the solar grade silicon that we'll probably want, or when we go to start making more bools. Perfect. I'm just surprised that we don't have a pattern for just a basic motor. Motor. What does it take to make one of these? That's not what I wanted. This guy. Recipe. So, a bunch of copper wire. Where's all of our copper? Annealed ooh, my goodness. Can I make... What can I craft? Oh, I see. I could make the fine copper wire. Okay. What the hell was that? It sounds like somebody pounded on the glass outside the window. That would kind of weird. So get all the wire. We'll have all the other steel rods basically already. Just go magnetize a couple of them up. More importantly, you will use the Me system everywhere later. True. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't even really matter as long as it's connected to the Me system inside of like a little barrel or something. Steel. Take some of these. Yeah, because we don't have many magnetic steel rods anymore. Go magnetize up all these. One second, chat. How's this looking, actually? Good amount of gold, purified chalcopyrite, which this goes on its own different line, like a chalcopyrite line. So I guess we'll save for later, I guess now. Still have a lot of stuff to go in there. Holy crap. Alright, I keep hearing things, chat. I'm gonna go check it out. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know. Someone's like throwing stuff around somewhere or something, because I keep hearing a bunch of pounding. I'm like, I don't think anybody's at the door, and I don't think anything else is going on. Whew. Okay. So we're back from that. Epic Devi, what's going on? Take all of our polarized rods. Thank you very much. We should be able to make a whole stack of motors now, which is nice. Motor. Oh, the tin cables are probably going to mess with me a little bit, yep. Oh, damn it. I used annealed wire. Oh, and I was using, oh my gosh, I'm stupid. And steel rods. Why can't I always just, like, select the cheapest recipe right off the bat? Or, like, scroll it to the other recipe? Oh. You only need magnetic iron rods for these, too. Well, that was a waste. I am silly. Oh, get rid of those. Mommy Heather, what's going on? Hey, 1 stack and 26. Nice. So all we just need now is just a bunch of drawers, which isn't even that bad to make. So we just get some chests and some slabs. Chest, thank you very much. I'll go to the assembling machine. That's turned on. Take a stack of rutile, toss you into the chemical reactor. Alright, so what do we gotta do here? Upgrade templates is circuit 2 with a drawer and a piston. But in order to make the drawer, we need circuit 1. So we'll make up everything we can here. We don't need too many upgrades, but gotta just get a couple of them so we can start storing a bunch of the ashes until we can process them. Which I forgot what we needed the phosphor for, but it's gonna be good that we can get all that from the ashes. Bro's using the crafting table while having auto crafting. Just thumbs down with every possible thumb. I know. But that would just mean I'd have to make a template for this, and even though it's not that bad, I probably should. Talonite at the very least. We're gonna do ruby with it. Wait, no, talonite. What do you mean? What is talonite? I swear I've seen that before. It sets the base storage capacity to 1 stack. It's kind of weird. So we're gonna set that to 2? Oh, we need pistons. I am an idiot. I made motors. I did not make pistons. Ugh. Chat, why am I like this? Also, welcome back, Darius. Piston craft. 64, please. So we are missing steel and tin. Alright, whatever. Let's make 32. Missing tin cables. Alright, so... Ooh. Oh, I just realized. Okay, so how does one make tin cables? What circuit do we need for that? Assembling machine. Circuit 24. I don't know if I have a circuit 24 assembler. But that's actually nice. So we don't have molten rubber hooked up to the system yet. Damn, that's going to be great. A new alloy from the multi is also phosphorus for wafers. Oh, okay. Yeah. And tell the knock what it... Yeah, okay. Sounds good to me. Where's all of our tin? Tin. I feel like I'm supposed to have more tin than that. How about cassiterite? Yeah, let's go smelt up the cassiterite. More cassiterite ore, cassiterite sand. All the impure pile. Oh. More stuff. I'm here. What's going on, Ingalls? How you doing today? Always happy to have you. That's a lot more stuff to go. But it's good. Swap out the tin. Yeah, you can just use crafting for the rubber plates for the first 2 tiers of cable. Which actually... Oh, you know what? I can make rubber plates with a bending machine, and then I can just craft, yeah. Right. So... Get rid of that. Do this. Rubber sheet and tin wire. Allow substitutions. Yes. Actually, assembler. Molecular assembler. Boom. So we got the tin cables. And then the rubber sheets. Yes, rubber sheets. Bending machine. Of course it is full. We need another bending machine. Well, whatever. Done with school for the week. Nice. Well, it's Friday, so I would hope you'd be done with school for the week. Unless that's the joke you're trying to be the big funny with. Yep. Yeah, it started out that next week I was going to work just Tuesday, and now I'm working the whole week, which I'm glad. I'm glad, because it's nice. I haven't had a whole lot of work in the last month or two. About a month and a half, just because of school and vacation. So it's good that I'm getting a full week. I'm just hoping it's not going to be something super disgusting or annoying to do. And maybe hoping to get lucky to have some decent people to work with. I forgot it was Friday, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, I'd hope that you'd be done. Okay. Cable. Tin cable, 64. Perfect. Oh, we have a lot more. Okay, hold on. Tin cable, 256. By the way, Blaze, go for the reservoir hatch for infinite water. You can even directly plug it into the Me system with the fluid storage. Yeah, I would put the reservoir hatch on something like a distillery tower, right? As like an input hatch. It crafts about, what, 1 every second, maybe 2 a second. Can't complain about that. Got any big plans for the weekend, Ingalls? Rubber sheet, compressed chest. Yep, but you can also slap it on the Me system independently. Basically, so that what, the Me system would have infinite water, I'd assume. Silver, barite, galena, okay, quartzite, all that stuff. Perfect. Pistons. I think I'm still missing a bunch of stuff. 32. Nope, look at that. Okay, perfect. All the steel. What do I need? Oh, I need to make a bunch of steel plates. Gotcha. So at least we'll have 32 pistons to make all of our upgrades, which is kind of gross, but we'll have ruby, stainless steel, and more ruby. So we'll be able to make 15 and then stainless. Actually, I don't even really need to pull all those out anyways, but we got it all, so that's good. More junk. More junk in the trunk. Yes, it is very convenient. Alright, sounds good. I guess no, I'll keep the dies here. It's all the cables, all the dies. Aluminum cable we don't need. There we go. At least this is a little bit more organized then. Alright, take this with me. All the me stuff can go into one spot. Diesel automation nearly done. Nice. Cybrix, big. What do you mean by big? I used one for the plant line. Okay. Alright, how's this going? Pistons, 32. Perfect. Drawers, I still have the drawer. Okay, drawer upgrades, yes. Oh, there it is. 60 seconds. HV, 15 seconds. That ain't nearly as bad. Well, I guess... Hold on. Oh. So it does take more energy doing it this way, but that's fine. You create 3 of them. So we're just going to take some of these for now. And then we can go and upgrade our drawer over this way. Ruby drawer. Perfect. Joe from State Farm, what's going on? Is it a big moment pressed into one letter or one word? There's nothing really too big going on right now. 109 stacks, that'll last us for a little bit. 2.8 million. Grab some more of that beautiful benzene just to bring it back over somewhere else here. Actually, oh. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea if I actually kept fueling all this. It's nice that at least I can fill it up from right here. We'll get it up to... We'll do 2 more runs of filling it up. Should be about 1 million. Enderman left a present. Honestly, it's sad that multi-block fluid extractor is horribly expensive, if I remember correctly. It is. Hey, what's going on, Spaghetti? How you doing? That's the only reason why I haven't made it yet, is because of how insanely expensive it is. So we're going to take this and bring it somewhere else. So we got plenty of fuel for that part of the system now. Eventually I'll connect it up to everything else, but I don't really care about it too much right now. Alright, so that's all going down. Fuel up upstairs as well. 2 point something. Let's say, yeah, these guys must be running. Doing good, how about you? I'm doing pretty good too, thank you very much for asking. Okay, it's almost fully charged, so there's nothing really too much to worry about. Yeah, there's no fuel in here. Oh boy. Ooh, look at that. All the stainless steel. Tantalum. So once this gets filled up, tantalum circuit 1. Although we do have nitrogen. It does save 11 seconds and a decent amount of energy. Nitrogen. Yeah, we're hooked up over there, so we could do Circuit 11. We have plenty now. It's gonna be a blood moon as well. I don't know if you guys have noticed. How's this going? 0 EU. It's probably got like no fuel. Hatch 34. Thank you for the like, Spaghetti. I greatly appreciate it. Generating power. Well, why do you not operate? Oh, you got plenty enough energy. So who's burning this up? I guess it's full now. Alright, well. Burn up that tantalum, please. By the way, my plant line made almost a full drawer of platinum from a drawer of metallic dust, which is great. Holy crap. So you almost got like a 1-to-1 ratio return on that. That's pretty nice. Okay, so what do we have for tantalum? We'll go smelt it all up. 63, 45. Sweet. Yeah, that'll be busy for like almost 6 hours, I think, just smelting all that. Those take almost 2 minutes apiece. Glass fiber. Wood pulp. Glass dust. Quicksilver. I could fluid extract that. This is a pretty quick job at extracting the glowstone out, but this is pretty slow here. $4,000 stack limit 5376. I could swap out one of the other ones. I'm gonna hold off for now. Okay, so that's good. We should be getting a bunch of endstone dust now, which I am actually kind of interested in seeing. So let's see, endstone dust. So that should move over. Perfect. So yeah, now we're just gonna kind of wait. Hope that we get lucky enough to get some more tungstic acid for tungsten. Oh wait, platinum metallic powder dust, nice. Alright, so we're gonna check back on our quests. EV tier. So, by the way, my plant line made almost a full... or, I already read that. Also, 2.7k ruthenium, 1.2k iridium, not a lot of rhodium because I voided a shit ton of it before I made its line. Okay. And potentially 1,000 palladium and only 1.5 stacks of osmium. Osmium is a pain, I could imagine. But still, the fact that you get all of that out of the plat line is really, 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 really damn good. That's optional. So I just gotta get 36 scheelite, which we can get from calcium chloride. So I think it's this one. Oh, I guess, yeah, I don't even have that on. Calcium chloride. 14. I guess I could just disconnect that. Or what I could do is... turn off the item auto output on this so it fills up the stack here. And then once this is filled with the Sheolite, I could take it out real quick and then, yeah, just hold it in my hand just to get the quest done. 23 moonstone dust. I don't think we're going to be able to do much with that. Yeah, it's 36 that we need. Yeah, okay, whatever. I could have the input filter for that, but it's fine. Sulfuric acid, copper dust, gold foil. Alright. And all of these dusts from nothing. The Endstone farm, which is... actually... oh, I forgot about that. So yeah, another great reason for the yellow stone lilies is, yeah, because you get the Endstone dust, you get the platinum metallic powder dust, which then is used in making the iridium, palladium, all that other good stuff. So actually, I forgot about that. Damn. So, yep, that's another beautiful, beautiful reason that we're messing around with the yellow stone lilies there. And we have an okay amount of plants. I mean, probably nowhere near what you have in your farm. But we already, like, multiplied our earnings by at least 8. That's not even including if some of the plants that we got have a higher gain and growth rate than the initial one that we had. And the damned helium. Yeah, superconductors, baby. 100% utilization. It is... see, I didn't even think it was going to be that crazy, but no, it's actually insanely good. So we're going to continue to use that to get this, and then the tungstate, whatever, all that. Actually, so what I probably want to do is maybe make a bunch more epoxid. Or I can maybe figure out how to, oh man. I guess I could have one... what do you want to call it? Chemical reactor, like LCR, to make epoxid. But then I need to make all the other stuff before it. So that's one thing I have to figure out how to do. Like, to be able to deposit certain or specific fluids into each slot of an LCR with the me system. Damn, the blood moon makes the shit really red. Yeah, it makes it really annoying to deal with, but it's fine. So use this. Use that, use that. So the green circuit boards can be used for EV, IV, LUV, and ZPM. Which is fine. Yeah, alright. Yeah, you really want the LCR for that because they're very fast and better for the future automations. Right. Well, and the fact that I just despise handcrafting, like, big chemical compounds like that. I mean, it's not that bad if you do, like, large batches, but I'd rather not. You're not ready for the quantum now. What is it, the quantum board you're talking about? Which one's quantum? Oh, yeah, the EV quantum processors, yeah. Oh, those are all quantum. Oh, okay. So a lot of these are like integrated. These are all nano processors or nano computers. These are all quantum processors. These are all crystal. I like how wetware. I like how in the whole circuit board it's all just like that bioprocessor, bioware. That's cool. Optical, exotic, cosmic. Yeah, and then temporarily transcendent computer. That's awesome. A circuit operating outside of known space-time. Yeah, the Ivy assembler and the quantum stars for it. Bartworks. Where's the Bartworks stuff? I saw it just a minute ago. Rishi Peasy, welcome to the stream. Good stuff. Alright, it's good to go back outside. Let's go check it out. Is this operating? Should be. That's gross. We only got 4 end stone dust. Wow, I was expecting maybe at least a stack. That's really gross. My spade is back home. Growth 3, gain 1, resistance 3. Pretty sure it is operating too. Yeah, these have just all been harvested. Youch. Oh yeah, the endgame circuits are unironically called quantum too. Weird. The last craftable circuits tier are now optical, I think. Okay. Yeah, literally we got 4 endstone dust. Sad. It's all good though. It is what it is. Look at all this stuff. Got the beautiful dandelions. We'll have infinite, basically infinite red, yellow, and orange dyes. Can grow, no. So what does the cinder pearl need? Huh. Needs a block of blaze below to fully mature. Crazy. The exotic and all that later is now uncraftable. Never would have guessed it. So what is the special thing that I needed to do in order to use an LCR with the Me system? Like, I had something set up back here with one of the LCRs. So I'll build another one here. Like, I just can't put export buses on the back of this. Welcome back, Blaze. Welcome back to me. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it, Coffee. I despise it already because I saw in a nutshell how it is done. Oh boy. So, let's say if I... epoxid. Molten epoxid. So, like, say if I requested in the Me system, what's going on, Zoom? How you doing? How's the Gregtech going? Pretty good, thank you very much for asking. How are you doing today? It's been a long time since you streamed Gregtech New Horizons. See, it's been a couple days, but I get what you mean. Like, before that, we were very busy with vacation, Grounded 2, all that other fun stuff. But trying to get back into it, because I know next week now, I know for sure I'm going to be working a full week. Whether or not it's going to be 8-hour days every day, 12-hour days every day, a mix of 8 and 12s, I'm not really sure. So trying to get the time in while I still can. Good. Just went for a late night food run, and now I want to study. Awesome. Well, I wish you the best of luck with studying. Okay. Yeah, because you have to make almost... that's what I have to figure out, because normally you have a pattern... You would have a pattern to make something, and LCRs, or like recipes in some of these multi-blocks, you don't have patterns. So let me see about the Me system. Let me go see if I can find the quests and do some reading. Applied energistics. Fluids of the trade. The meaty fluid... Okay, I know this isn't it, but the meaty fluid autofiller will add crafting recipes for any fluid in your network that has a bucket version. When crafting a water bucket, for example, send a bucket to it and... Oh, the filled water bucket back. Okay. So that obviously ain't it. Now I'm yawning. Oh no. Interfacing with tanks. Allows for parallelization of a single interface. You don't have to copy patterns from multiple interfaces anymore. I don't know exactly how that one works. I mean, I'm sure if I saw it or knew more about it, it'd be fine with fluid support. Spring cleaning. Oh, that's the crystal growth accelerator. We don't care about that. Emptying tanks. You can do a level maintainer for the epoxid if you don't want a couple LCRs on the base. Auto crafting it every now and then. Basically, it would just auto craft once it sees that the tank is below a certain amount. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so it's basically the same as a fluid detector cover, except it detects based on what's in your network. Click a cell into the center to specify, and an empty hand to clear. Allows you to cut off access through a cable if it doesn't receive a redstone signal. The inverted version is, well, inverted. It must be placed between the cables like a quartz fiber. Okay. So how would I have this? So basically, when I'm requesting to make something, because my levels drop down, it just automatically fills into the LCR. So I guess I could have an LCR here. So that's no circuit. Excuse me. It's not possible to get platinum in MV, right? I'm not sure, because you could smelt or put the platinum metallic powder or dust into the EBF, I think. I don't know what tier you have to be in. And you can get that turned down into nuggets, which then you can turn into ingots. It's very inefficient, but it might be possible. Okay, Tooth Grinder's saying HV. Oh yeah, the SMD diodes would be nice, that's why I'm asking. Yeah. So we call that salt water. Yeah, or maybe just use one LCR just for the epoxy crafting specifically. Yeah. So I guess what we could do is we could just have circuit 24. I would have to filter the input here. I already have silicon and poly-Si automated. Nice. Okay. So let me just see what I want to make. It's also crazy that I haven't gotten a lot of, what do you want to call it? Salt, actually, from that other farm that's outside. Water, oxygen, nitrogen, and okay, whatever. ammonia. So I need a bunch of chlorine. Acidic acid. For now, I might just do a big batch craft. I'll wait till later to figure out how to, what do you want to call it? Automate the LCR. I'll have to look something up for that. Also, let me make sure that my farm is actually... It should all be... what do you want to call it? In a loaded chunk? But let me go make sure. And I'm going to grab my spade just so I can actually move it all out into the harvested area. So I got that, and we'll take these. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm so stupid. Why is there weeds? Bro, what? Is it because the stupid salt root? Yeah, there was salt root here. Is it because the salt root doesn't grow with the fucking water, so it just turned to weeds? That is enough to make me mad. Literally all of the salt. Whatever. All of my salt root that I have grown is gone. Literally all of it. I got lucky that I actually came back to check this because all of my stone lilies would have been gone too. This roots made Blaze salty. They did. It made me very salty. Salty roots, salty roots. I'll at least put them in a pattern so later on breeding those will be fine. That makes me very salty. But at least I did realize now that, oh. I did not get seeds out of that. Whatever. Anytime there's an empty crop stick, a weed could grow and spread, so you kind of always got to be watching. Well, see, that's what I did. I'm pretty sure I double-checked. I mean, there very, very well could have been. Okay, so we gotta go a ways in here. There could have been an open spot, but I'm pretty sure that I had them all filled in. So we gotta go all the way to 994,338. Okay, so right here is where it ends, so... Actually, whatever, we'll just dig an even bigger hole under here. A maintenance hole. Might as well have it. But yeah, I'm a little bit salty about that now. Lost all of my salty root, probably because it was growing in too wet of an area, and now I got none of it. At least it should go here, though. But I lost probably like another good 7 plants, so that's a lot of chlorine that I'm going to be missing out on. Blue dye. We don't even care about blue dye. Glint weed. Oh, well, no glint weed for me. Hold on, let's take all this. Alright, so we got 6 salty root seeds up there, so it's something. It ain't really much, but it's something. What does it take to make a world accelerator? One time I accidentally broke a bonsai in my benzene tree farm, and the weeds spread through. Oof, that would be really annoying to deal with. All of a sudden you're wondering why your base has no power. There's one goofy-ass queen quest for the salty guys, by the way. Okay. Yeah, it needs to be dry and humid for the salt root. Not the worst thing, because bonsais are easy to retrieve. Yeah, those... I don't even think they were that bad. You just put in, like, a sapling in it, and that's it. But yeah, this case actually hurts my soul. It's mostly just annoying because it's in the middle of layer of 3 crop manager farm. Yeah, 3 tier. So I had to break the top layer a bit to get into it. Yeah, that's pretty gross, but whatever, at least these are growing now, so whatever. I'm just happy, I guess, that I caught it before anything worse happened. Gained 3 and I got nothing out of it. Hey, the meat roses are done. I got nothing out of them. Oh well. Flowering vines. Chemical green dye. Detergent powder, a special washing powder for bioengineering. Whoa. DNA. Okay, wow. We're gonna keep those. Those seem like they're actually gonna be somewhat useful. String. Yeah, we don't really care about string that much. Alright, well, now we just let that kind of just sit and grow. Can grow, yes. These should all be able to grow. Can grow, yes. Tier 2. Can grow, yes. Alright. So now, after we leave it sit for maybe half an hour or so, it should give us something. That's rough, though. Come back expecting a bunch of nice stuff and... nope. Icy crops are truly a Gregtech experience. They will mess you up if you are clueless easily, and requires a lot of time. I was wondering, those lamps over there would throw me off a little bit. Well, we have 14 more endstone dust. I guess I'm happy at least the only thing that did get destroyed is the salt root and not the Yellowstone lilies, because the Yellowstone lilies are a lot more important right now. Alright, so back to EV. Ugh. I guess just whatever, let's make a bunch more epoxid. Fiber reinforced epoxid. Fiber reinforced epoxy resin. No. Let's go back. So yeah, that's in the chemical bath. Epoxid with the glass fiber. Sodium hydroxide. So let's get our recipe here. Shift Control A, epoxid. Let's do it this way. 512, 1028. How many stacks is 1028? 8. Be 16 stacks, I think. 1028. Wow. Iron 2 chloride is still being used. Alright, so Control Shift A. Isn't there a way I can just click this and like type in a number that I want? And thankfully I have a nice mouse just to do this. $10.28. 1 million iron 3 chloride. Damn! But yeah, this aluminum foil, Control Shift A, boom, 514,000 sulfuric acid, 12,000 aluminum foil, 1,028, Control Shift A, 148,000 epoxid, really isn't all that much stuff that we need. Hey, what's going on, Trey? What's up, man? Long time no see. Long time no see. I am back and I started school. Awesome. Well, I wish you the best of luck with school coming up, or actually being already started. Yeah, I could not imagine having to go back to school, although I do have to go back to work next week, which is a good thing. I shouldn't complain as much as I do, at least until I become more YouTube famous or make a living from YouTube. What age are you in? So we are technically still in EV. But we did a little bit of crop breeding today and during the last stream, so we have a little bit more salt root. I mean, we did lose a good probably 4 to 6 plants, so that's a lot of chlorine that we're missing out on now, sadly. But we also have a bunch more yellow stone lilies, so we're going to get a lot more end stone dust for our tungsten processing, which is kind of nice because we don't have much tungsten at all. And I don't really feel like mining a bunch of end stone on stream. And I don't really feel like finding a big scheelite vein, at least right now. I probably should because tungsten is a big thing that's holding me back from progressing. But it is what it is. So right now, we're probably just going to do a big old batch craft of epoxid. As much as I'd like to automate it, I just don't think it's the right time right now. Just because... Well, I guess I do have an okay amount of time. Like, I have probably another hour or so to do that, but we'll see. I'm not liking those numbers. Which numbers don't you like? The 149,000? These numbers aren't even that bad. The only one that's actually somewhat bad is the 1 million iron 3 chloride for making the actual circuit boards themselves, but these aren't too crazy. Acetone. I forgot how to make acetone. Isopropyl benzene. So this is probably going to be the way that we're going to make it. Yeah, it's not actually a lot. It's not really... what is your main power producer now? So it's still the same thing. I have the wood farms upstairs that feed into the Pyrolos ovens, and those are powering all of my rooms from LV through HV. And then, what is it? I also made some industrial coke ovens that are now producing power for my future EV room, which I'll actually go ahead and show you in just a second. Just gonna change the music here real quick. Alright, so we're gonna want to Control Shift A that one. So that's the acetone. We got phenyl, hydrochloric acid, epichlorohydrine, which glycerol is going to be really gross. So probably do this one, the propene, chlorine, and water. Mercury, yeah. Mercury. Did I make the one with Mercury? 1000, 1 and 2. So this one gives me more hydrochloric acid back. I don't know. I'll do this one. Yeah, mostly the iron 3 chloride one and the petrochem because it made 0 petro infrastructure. I don't even have nanocircuits, but already IV. Really? So, wait a minute. Hold on. Uses. Dang it. Uses. So you don't have any of these yet? Like the HV Nano, the EV Nano. Dang. Kind of see the AE2 setup now. Yes, actually. So I forgot about that. So this is our AE2 system for now. Oh. Let me try and... Okay, where... Night vision mode. Wrote my hover mode. Okay, my jetpack. Either I am forgetting my controls or something, but... So we have our main control panels there, the heart of the system here. 2 little processors for all of our crafting. We have some item storage there, some fluids down in some tanks down here. Excuse me. What is it? Yeah, just a bunch of random stuff. These are the more bigger ones that we're using, like polyethylene, soldering alloy, lubricant, and some other empty tanks that we're going to use at some point. But this is where we're going to have a lot of our fluids, I think, for the me system. As you can see, we have a decent amount. Then our EV room here is still under construction. We have our plat line that'll probably... I'll bust down some more walls that way to continue building later on. But we have our system connected to the industrial coke ovens. See, they are producing benzene here. So we got this going into here. We do have enough space eventually to upgrade this into the multi-block, because right now these are not nearly fast enough to keep up with all these. And then these guys feed into the 2 distillery towers, which aren't even fast enough for these, I don't think. Well, maybe they are just barely fast. Oh no. Yeah, see, this guy is stockpiling. So these are a little bit slow. I could make it maybe like a 2x2. Although I'd have to maybe punch it out back that way or something. Or, I guess maybe not worry about it and then eventually just upgrade the energy hatches. But yeah, that's what we got for power here. Then basically I'll have a distillery tower for water right here. And then a bunch of other stuff for making nitrobenzene eventually. So the chem plant here will have the power generators. So maybe a 2x2 like we have in the other room. And that'll power everything in this section of the base. Possibly, if I need more, I could branch out this way. We'll have multi-block for the thermal centrifuge, industrial centrifuge for miscellaneous things, bending machine. This will be our electric compressor. This is the center of the room here. A fluid extractor, just for other random items, and a lathe. This will be where we have our ore processing, or at least, you know, the earlier on stages of it. We'll have 3 maceration stacks, and then we'll probably have, what do you want to call it, like an electrolyzer and more centrifuges back here, along with probably like 2+ ore washing plants. I love the base. Volcano base will be epic. Thank you very much. I cannot wait to see the end result. It's been a little bit since I've worked on the outside, but still kind of wait on that for a little bit. Playing all the mods 10 right now, To the Sky. Yeah, it's basically Skyblock, and I'm building a Gregtech themed futuristic base. Ooh. I can't wait to see that, like if you have screenshots of that at some point. I'm sure that's going to turn out really, really good. I want to see the washing plants. I'll look them up real quick. They actually look pretty cool. I mean, they're nothing super crazy, but I think they look kind of cool. So it's just like a big old machine casing with a bunch of water in it. That would be really, I mean, it'd probably produce a lot of lag, so it's good that it probably doesn't do it. But if you saw like the ores getting sent through and washed or stuff like that, that'd be kind of cool. Or if it made little bubbles and stuff. Be nice to, like, maybe, yeah, you could just turn it on and off, so eventually, like, once lag becomes an issue, you could just turn them all off or something like that, but... Okay, tin ingots. We need a bunch of wires. Look at that. Yeah, lag crap. Episode 50. It looks cool, but man, the lag. Beautiful. A bunch of tin, and all the other good stuff. What did I miss from Tooth Grinder? Hold on, let me turn the night vision back on. Oh, I'm doing mainframes, sadly, but it's not that bad for me already. Okay. Got some strong multis, and they've already made life a breeze. I'm praying for my multi-wire mill. Greg blessed my cables. Seriously, it's made my life infinitely better. Yeah, I can't wait to see the wire... Well, any of the multi-blocks. It's crazy that we're going to have... Literally, we're going to be able to make plates. We're going to be able to extrude anything, centrifuge anything. Literally in seconds. Infinitely faster than what we already have. And I'm very excited for that. How much damage does that OP bow do? The Creeper Killer. It does supposedly 93 hearts of damage. Base attack is 12. Yeah, crit damage does 0 to 47.5. Draw speed 1.35. Arrow speed 8.28. Oh, I have a lot of modifiers I could put on this thing yet. 6 modifiers. Holy crap. The crossbow bolts, I can put 5 modifiers on. So I could probably put a bunch of quartz on it and just do an insane amount more damage. The day that you no longer need chests and hoppers and use the AE2 instead is the day that you've made it in Gregtech New Horizons. We're slowly getting there. I cannot wait for it. I mean, just even the fact of where we're at now is insanely beautiful, and I love it. Okay. So there we go. I mean, we got 16 endstone dust there. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but yeah, it's something. Inventory. Yeah, that's our base up there. So let's claim these. Just in case. Nice. Some more salt root. Actually, we're going to move that. Okay. Reed seeds. Surprised there's no salt root in there. Whatever. But yeah, if I could probably get some world accelerators, it probably wouldn't be too bad. Bonk the Third, what's going on again? Crop farming. No, I was just going to check on them, just to see how they were doing. We did a little bit earlier, but we're done with that for now. How long have you been playing Minecraft and Total Blaze? Are you talking about, like Minecraft in general, like vanilla, modded, and all that combined throughout my life? Or are you asking how long I've been playing in this world for? I was about to lose my marbles when I saw stacks 4 times Electrum cables processed in a mere seconds. Yeah, that... Oh, I see, yeah, the 4x cables that you were producing. Yeah, from when you first discovered Minecraft. So I think I started maybe 2010 to 2011, so very, very early on. And when I was in... Oh man, when I was in school, like I would come back home from school, and I would play almost like from the moment I got home until like the moment I went to bed. So there was weeks where I would play... I mean, I'd still go outside and do stuff every now and then with my friends, like in person, but there was a lot of time spent playing Minecraft then. Let me see. So just say 3:30 to 8:30 on the low side. That's 5 hours times 5, 25 hours. Just say 30 hours a week, because then you have weekends and stuff. Well, let's not get too technical. I've probably played, let's see, if I had to guess, I probably would say over 10 or 15,000 hours in total, easily. Because I used to play, obviously, on the computer all the time. And then I played on mobile for a little bit. Mobile is the least played. I played on the Switch an okay amount for, you know, a few years. Also the PlayStation. What's going on, Callie? How you doing? What version was that? I don't know what the version was. 1.1x for me. 1.25 is when I really started playing. So we're in what? 1.7.10? I mean, I was in alpha when I was playing. Like, I don't think there was any sprinting. There was no there was no hunger. It was very, 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 very long time ago. Chickens dropped feathers. You could use a ladder like every other block. I started in early 2010. For me, it was 1.2.4, 1.2.5. For me, the golden age is 1.5.2. I don't really remember what the golden age was. For me, anyways. Damn. That is crazy. Like, just how long I've actually been playing Minecraft for. So, we got salty roots. Salt. Rock salt. Let's see what we got upstairs. I don't know if I still have my machine set up for electrolyzing. Probably not. I do have that there. Oh, I see. Okay, so this would make me mercury, and then all of this. But the reason... okay, I'm making mercury here for that as well. Okay. Borax dust. Don't care about the borax anymore. So you got alumina, a bunch of gallium. I started in early 2010, 15 years later, and I still have not lost the love for the game, modded or vanilla. I'm in the same boat with you. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, I mean, it is a bit harder to play vanilla, but honestly, if I did have a group of friends, like, I could easily play it for a while. Maybe, say, like, you'd do your normal, what, 2 to 4 weeks? Yeah, like, I got very lucky with, what is it, Gregtech being as, like, packed as it is with content that I never really feel lonely, but it probably does help out, honestly, that I do have you guys to talk to and chat. Otherwise, who knows, if I was playing this and just recording it and then making content of it that way, I would probably get bored, maybe, or at least lonely, but being able to stream it and then talk to you guys does help out quite a bit with that. I can't probably play vanilla anymore enjoyably. Mr. Blaze, your stream cut out and it's back now. Okay, good. I'm glad that it's back for you. My most played back in the day is probably beta 1.3. Okay. Well, we need a chem bath. Do I have one here? Leave. No chem bath. Oh, what I should get is... Hold on, there we go. So do I not have a tank for water or anything? So I get a super tank with water over here. And then the chlorine... No, hold on. Salty root uses. So it gives me salt and rock salt. Okay, so 95 and 80% chance. That ain't too bad, actually. I'll take that. Item auto output uses once again. Yeah, there's no fluid output that it makes. $32,000. It uses up pretty damn good. It is so slow. I cannot wait for the industrial centrifuge. Like, I'm gonna be making gold and redstone like it's nobody's business. Wait, who's leaving? Callie's leaving? We'll see you later, Callie. Oh wait, no, Tooth Grinder's leaving. Okay, anyway, I think I gotta take a bath and, I don't know, sleep. See y'all, good luck, play. See you later, Tooth Grinder. Thank you very much for jumping in. To see you next time. And with Gregtech, you can rot your life away trying to solve the most complex problems. Gregtech is truly the final boss of mod packs. Yeah, you can mess around with a problem that is like the least significant thing ever. But hey, once you solve that problem, you're gonna be happy. Until you realize that it was just a waste of time. Yeah, that's still pumping away. Coal dust. Oh, look at all the steel dust, actually. How's this doing? 52 hot tantalum ingots. Okay, it is 60 seconds. I could have sworn it was 60 seconds. So it's still, yeah, a couple hours just to smelt up all those ingots. Still need a tank for water, which I don't think we have one just laying about here. Which kind of sucks. It's fine. Got all the chlorine. It's also pretty fun talking and watching Gregtech. But, well, I guess it's going to take a month or so to get a nuclear reactor. Oh, for you to get one? Or for me to get one? I know it's going to be a little bit before I get one. Although I am very interested. Tank. I could craft a super tank. Because, I mean, hold on a second. Uses... So it's 100. So, was it 1,000 is 10? So times 64, 640. Yeah, I guess one tank that holds 64,000 is like 10 stacks of salty root. Which ain't bad. Isn't there an infinity chest in Gregtech? Possibly? I saw a base tour where someone had 1 billion of one item in one slot. Holy crap. How the hell does your game not corrupt? Yeah, that I don't know. Like, because it keeps a track of, like, the exact number of items. Like, 1 billion, whatever, something. At least I'm pretty sure. Okay, 128,000. We should be able to fill that up with water. Yeah, you'd feel like it would get corrupted, or it would just, yeah, there'd just be a lot of problems or something. Okay, that is empty. Tank upstairs should be filled enough with benzene. Disconnect it. How's this looking? 2.79 million, not bad. I did get rid of the water tank over here. This one... I'm gonna need a pump, I just realized. Do not have one. What's that? Liquid oxygen. So much garbage. At least it just looks like garbage to me. It has a, oh my goodness, aluminum. Get some bauxite out of it. They use variables that can store those. Okay. Is that the vacuum freezer? The blue thing you saw downstairs was the vacuum freezer. I didn't really look at it up close, but you should have been able to see it somewhere down there. Now, this thing hasn't been running in a hot minute. To be honest, it's been a while since I played Gregtech, but your gameplay refreshes me. Awesome. Well, I'm happy that it does that for you. And I do want to say thank you very much. I very, very much greatly appreciate you watching the streams and stuff. Awesome. So we should be able to get a bit more amount of compressed charcoal there. Alright, Certus quartz, we could go take that down to the sifter. Which I probably should. Okay, we'll do that. Chalcopyrite. Take all that over here. Is it purified that we use? Chemical reactor, purified. Use the purified. Okay, so yeah, you use the purified, so we'll still purify it here. I guess that's the one good thing about the super tank, is that it does automatically dispense. Graphite, yeah, so we're gonna need a bunch of graphite for making wires later on too. Ilmenite. Actually, perfect. Want ilmenite downstairs too. Grabs a pump. Good enough. So here's the vacuum freezer right here. Got that operating now. What's the most recent machinery that you've added? The most recent... Oh, probably the stuff over here, honestly. Probably the distillery tower and the industrial coke ovens is the most recent. Which is nice. It's building us up some extra fuel, which we are burning it upstairs too. I mean, I can go check. I forgot what it was at. I thought it was like 1 million something. Because the two distillery towers downstairs are powering the HV and this, so it's kind of like a fine balance between the two, but 2.7 million here and then whatever over there, so we really haven't been using this area a whole lot other than maybe those guys, so it's not often that we're burning up fuel here. Before it was called Gregtech New Horizons, I was on the mod pack owner's server and used to make recipes for the pack. It's crazy how far the pack has gotten. Really? Damn, official mod pack creator in chat. No, well, not quite. I left early. We disagreed on stuff, so I left. which is a fair thing, you know, because obviously people aren't going to agree on things all the time, and sometimes the best things is to just kind of step away from it. But yeah, that is awesome that you got to be a part of it, though. Like, there's a lot of people that would, like, dream of something like that, which is pretty cool. So we got our pump. So hold on. Let's make sure there's not any more somewhere. Salty root. Okay. There we go. So it's going to take all that. All the salty root can go on the top. Boom. Now you use a saltpeter to make some weird glass, potassium, all the other gross stuff. Do, 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 do. It is burning through the mercury like it's nobody's business. Is it 1,000 each? Yeah, it is. It is 1,000. Okay. Infernal mobs was my idea. I am sorry. It's all good. See, I mean, they are annoying, but I don't mind them in the sense of, like, I mean, I guess it's like, oh yeah, I guess you walk outside, you just get murked by whatever, but eventually, like, you have items to where they're just not a problem at all, or you're just strong enough to where it doesn't really matter much anymore. Other than the fact of, like, the dragon, you're dealing with the dragon being infernal and stuff, that's... You can get some really bad modifiers with that, but I don't mind it. But I do understand some people's views of, like, oh yeah, why is that in a tech... Yeah, tech pack. Is that Ender IO? What do you mean? We're gonna leave these right there. I only had one. Throw that back in there. Alright, time to do another check on our farm. So I guess, like, this would also be another reason why I understand why people leave their worlds running when they're not here and they just kind of AFK for stuff like this. But I don't like doing that. But I understand why. So they have their salt and whatever other plants or bees and stuff producing while they're gone. Damn. I wish my plants were faster. Ugh. Like, I haven't even gotten a single bit of salt out of this yet. No. Whatever. Oh, I saw the tubes with the arrows pointing up and down. Yes, so there is Ender IO. Here, yes, here are some Ender IO tubes right on the top of this for the nitrogen production. Which actually, funny enough, I don't know why I don't have this storage bus out here, or like one here and then one here for the oxygen. That way I have basically unlimited access to oxygen. That's kind of stupid. Yeah, because what do we got here? Basically 4 million nitrogen. And I don't have any access to nitrogen. Or I guess, yeah, I have the nitrogen, I don't have oxygen. But we'll worry about that later when we need the oxygen. So, I still need a lot of chlorine. Hydrochloric acid, 149,000. So I need 149,000 chlorine. Alright, super tanks. Make 4 more. I have plenty downstairs, but we'll just leave them there. So I should have a bunch of propene. Epichlorohydrine. Ugh. acetone. I didn't even connect these yet. Damn! 1.1 million chlorine. That's not including the hydrochloric acid there. So we got acetone, phenyl, hydrochloric. Oh wait. Yeah, so this is easy. I already got that. Hydrochloric acid is easy to make. Wow. That is so gross. Boom, 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 boom. Hydrofluoric acid. We'll take the salt water. We'll take phenyl. I don't think we'll use anything else there. Carter, I see you jumping in and out of the stream. What's going on? Chemical reactor. Heck yeah. Gonna be producing some good stuff now. Alright, so we want circuit 23. Circuit 23 needs sodium hydroxide somewhere. Probably all still in storage, but that's fine. Propene, we should have a bunch up here. Toluene, butene, butadiene, propane, 183,000. We need more than that. But I think we get the rest of that from moderately steam cracked naphtha. Oh, this is still, wow. $255,000 naphtha. It ain't bad. It ain't great, but $68 hours ago. Use in the oil cracker. Want moderately, so it's circuit 2. Oh, where's the input? Okay, I'm hungry. Stop starving to death. Moderately steam cracked naphtha. Thank you very much. Time to switch the music because it's gotten weird. I see the factory blocks. I love them. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're talking about like the floor there, like the grading stuff. I do love it. It is very, very nice looking. I'm very proud of how that turned out. Hello again. Are you planning to make 1028 better epoxid plates? Yeah. I mean, that is my goal. Because then, what is it? That's, I think it was 16 stacks that equated out to, so that should last me for a little while. So that'll be, what is, I don't even remember, I'll see which tier circuits. So yeah, I'll be able to bake, or make EV, IV, LEV, and ZPM circuits on all of those, so I feel like that's a good amount. Should get me through for a little. Nice. That naphtha steam cracking away. Oh. Wah. I think you need iridium in one of those. Oh, iridium to make some of the other circuits? At least we have the circuit boards, though. At least one of the components. See, that's going to be nice, too, because once I put this other steam-cracked naphtha here, it's also going to produce a little bit more benzene for us, too. It's going to be a nice little bonus. 100 million, so this is almost charged. 2.2 million. Nice. That is so beautiful. Just gonna leave that there. Oh, good. Work's calling me. This could only be good. Ugh. Well, alright, chat. I'm gonna have to end the stream. Oh boy. Yeah, so I got called in, and I didn't really have, you know, a good excuse. Because, obviously, I'm not doing anything, I haven't worked a whole lot recently. And the cherry on top, it's a breakdown. It's an hour and a half away. So I gotta drive an hour and a half there. And then obviously when I'm done, I have to drive an hour and a half back. So that's gonna be 3 hours of driving. On top of however long I'm gonna be working there, yeah. At least it's... I don't know if it's double time yet, being that it's only 4 o'clock. I don't know, I'd assume I'll have to ask, but yeah. So I do have to get going. I do apologize. I greatly appreciate everybody jumping in. I'll keep you guys updated with what's going to go on for streams tomorrow and Friday and all that stuff. Or tomorrow and Sunday, but next week I'll be busy throughout the week, Monday through Friday, but I'll keep you guys posted. I want to say thank you very much for jumping in. We'll see you all next time. Blaze out.